Arnold, when are you coming to see Dad?
Darn, I'm really busy now. I don't know when I'll be able to go.
That's what you said last time, and you never come. Dad's already been in the hospital for 6 months.
He's been in there for 6 months, and he's not getting any better. Isn't it too late?
Don't say that! Do you have to be so straightforward?
So that's really the deal?
And that's why you need to come see him. Don't you understand?
He doesn't want to see me. He only considers you to be his child.
I don't think so. How much has he done for you in the past? You really should be the one taking care of him now.
I told you, I'm busy. Even my wife is out working now. We don't have time to spare like you.
I have enough things on my plate too, you know? You went to college for 2 extra years, and Dad is the one that paid for it. He even repaid the debt you made from doing who knows what. It should be a priority to take time out to come see him.
All right. I'll go when I can. You seem to be trying to criticize me. But think about it. It's Dad that raised me like this.
Huh?
Mom died when we were still in elementary school, and we were left alone at home. We were deprived of a normal family life. Bailing me out is the least he can do. I became like this because I was deprived of love.
Are you serious? Dad did the best he could to raise us while working. He came to our school events. He always took us on a trip during vacations.
Like I said, that's the least he can do. All parents are obligated to do that. He never did anything special.
Put yourself in his shoes. After knowing what it's like to work for a living, do you think you can raise kids and do chores while working on your own? I'm able to appreciate what he did for us, now that I'm out working.
Yeah. Ruby, stop trying to be such a good little girl.
That's so not the point right now.
You were raised with more care than me anyways. That's why you see him differently.
Dad raised us both the same.
Uh-huh. He was always hard on me. I only have memories of him scolding me.
That's because you were a bad kid. Stealing, getting arrested. It's all your doing. You were even held back in college for skipping too many classes.
The rashness of youth. Everyone goes through that kind of stuff.
Not me. Anyways, what's important is to reflect on what you've done, good or bad.
Yeah, you'll never understand how I feel.
Of course I won't. I'm not you. But I can still imagine. You were just easy on yourself.
Yeah, you're such a good girl and I'm just a failure. Think what you want.
Don't be such a child. Don't expect to have much more time to see him. You really should have a talk with him, for the both of you. I know your relationship with him wasn't great these past years. But this is your last chance.
Okay, I got you. I'll go when I can. I'm busy, don't bother me anymore. You really irritate me.
Arnold! Answer my call!
What do you want? I'm tired from work.
Dad's in critical condition. He might not make it past tonight.
Is that so?
That's all you have to say? You're not coming?
I'm busy tomorrow too. I need to rest.
This really might be your last chance.
Is he even conscious?
No.
Then what's the point? There's nothing to talk about anyways.
Just come. Be by his side.
That's what you're there for. He'll probably die from shock if I suddenly show up.
Don't joke around. Please, just come.
My wife's tired too. And she takes forever to get ready. It'll be too late.
You don't need any preparations, right? Just come alone for now. Coming alone is enough.
Nah, I can't. I've been forgetting to renew my driver's license. She has to drive me.
Just call an Uber.
That's a waste of money.
I'll give you the money, so just get over here.
I told you I'm not going.
This might be your last chance.
I really don't give a crap. That old fart.
What?
I haven't told you this, but I went to ask him for money like right before he got hospitalized, but he turned me back. Now I'm drowning in debt.
You're trying to borrow money again?
Yeah, I needed it for investing.
Why would you invest money you don't have?
I was just trying to repay him for all that he's done for me. I needed to make an investment for that, but he let me down.
You don't repay someone by asking them for more money. What's wrong with you? It's all on you.
Whatever. It's because of him I have this debt now.
How is it his fault?
By the way, how much can I expect to inherit from him?
I don't know. How could you worry about inheritance at a time like this?
I think this is the time to be worrying about inheritance. You must know, there's no way he hasn't discussed it with you. Tell me.
I heard it's like $760,000.
Whoa, seriously? Just half of that would be enough for me.
Don't get your hopes up.
Is that why you were so devoted to taking care of him? You should have told me he had so much. I would have helped too.
That's not my intention.
Then can I have it all?
Go ahead. I don't need any money.
Ruby, don't forget you said that, okay? You'd better waive your right to inheritance and tell me when he dies. I'll go to the funeral.
You're despicable. What's with that condolence money? Are you out of your mind?
What? Because it was 32 cents? That's more than enough for him. At least I went to the damn funeral.
Go to hell.
Dad's the one going to hell. If he lent me the money, I would have been able to pay my condolences.
You and your wife seem to be dressed quite nicely, despite you drowning in debt. And you rolled up in a luxury car. Do you really have debt? If you can afford those things, you should be able to pay more than you did.
I bought those in anticipation of inheritance money. After all, it is $760,000.
Quite some splurging. And you haven't even received the inheritance yet. You two are something.
It's gonna be all mine in a matter of time. Don't tell me you're having second thoughts.
No.
Good. 'Cause it's too late now.
How low can you get? I'm cutting ties with you.
Good riddance. I don't have to worry about you begging me for money later. All you do is snag. I don't need you in my life.
Very well. See what happens. I don't care anymore. Paperwork concerning Dad is all done. I officially have no ties with you now. Don't ever contact me again. Goodbye.
Hold up. What about the inheritance?
Inheritance?
The $760,000. The paperwork's done, right? I don't see the money in my account.
Of course. The $760,000 is debt.
Debt?
Yes, $760,000 in debt.
What do you mean, debt? Dad wouldn't have debt.
It's probably because of all the trouble you cost him. It's not my problem. Goodbye.
Wait, so I'm not getting $760,000?
Yeah, you now owe it.
You must be kidding me. You said he had money, so I went out and bought all this stuff. You tricked me.
You're the one dumb enough to spend money you have yet to receive. It's not my problem.
Why wouldn't you tell me?
Why should I have?
Because that's common sense.
Don't lecture me about common sense. After you only paying 32 cents for condolences?
I had no money because of him.
But you go out and buy brand clothing in a luxury car? You make no sense. And of course, you never ended up coming to see him. You two are nuts.
Are you being serious about this debt? What's gonna happen to me?
Well, at least it's not actually $760,000 anymore. Part of it is paid off with the insurance money.
Good. You scared me. How much was his insurance money?
$530,000. So you only owe $230,000. Good thing, right? A lot less than before.
Why am I the one stuck with his debts?
Because I've waived my rights. You told me to do so, remember? So you're the only one left.
I said that thinking I was getting money. How could you? I refuse to inherit debt.
Then go ahead and waive your rights. I've done what I needed to do.
How do you do it? Shouldn't you take care of that part too?
I did what was my duty. Why do I have to do paperwork for you? Do it yourself.
Because you're my sister.
I told you, I'm cutting ties. We're not siblings anymore.
But you're the one taking care of him, so you should do it. I don't understand that stuff.
Don't come to me all of a sudden. When Dad collapsed, when he got hospitalized, it was all on me. Even the funeral. I did everything myself. I don't want to be associated with someone as heartless as you.
Sorry I made you do it all, but you knew my relationship with Dad wasn't good.
But he was still your father, and he cared for you. He paid for your tuition and debt. It's you who destroyed the relationship. And you go and make it his fault? I won't forgive you.
Ruby, calm down. I was so in need of money, I got carried away. You know how men can be so egotistic. I couldn't show face after all we went through.
But you still expect to receive money? That's amigo. You're just making excuses.
All right, I promise to become a new man. I'll go pay a visit to Dad's grave. So come on, help me with the paperwork.
Just go and consult an attorney. I had to depend on an attorney too.
That'll cost money.
How about you sell your car and luxury clothes?
I can't do that. My wife would kill me.
Then you'll have to do it yourself. Though it won't be easy. By the way, you have to do it within 3 months of his death.
What? I only have 2 months left?
Yep.
Is that even possible?
I don't know.
And what about the money I spent? Is it gonna come back?
Huh? What are you saying? Of course it's not coming back. You really just don't learn. You made that debt. It's your responsibility.
I can't repay this. I've already spent like 90,000.
Idiot. You're pathetic.
Come on, Ruby. You have a good job, but you must have some savings. Can't you lend me some?
Now you're coming to me for money?
You're the only family I have. I only have you to depend on.
You're not family anymore.
Please, Ruby. I'll never go splurging again. I'll work hard and repay you.
You said the same thing to Dad, but you never fulfilled your promise. I'm not kind enough to lend you money.
Come on. I'll do anything. Don't abandon me.
You have no more family to depend on, and it's your own fault. I don't need a brother that just comes begging me for money. Don't ever contact me again. You're completely useless to me. In fact, you're just a nuisance. My brother and his wife had quite a dispute over the inheritance. She threatened to divorce him if he sold the car and clothes. And while they were disputing, the time limit to waive rights had passed. So my brother got stuck with a $230,000 debt. My brother had no choice but to file for bankruptcy. And that triggered an ugly divorce battle. She also has the debt she made with my brother, so she can't become debt-free. But I think she realized that being with my brother would not do her any good. I don't know how things turned out, but I doubt it's any good. I actually wish for them to suffer for a while. I was shocked about my father's debt. But maybe it was his way of preventing my brother from receiving any inheritance? He would know what would happen if my brother had received a hefty sum of money. I only wish he is happily spending time with my mother in heaven. I cannot deny that I was lonely as a child with no mother, but I know how much love I received from my father. It is thanks to him I am where I am today. I will not forget to be grateful for what I have. If I continue to live down to earth, I believe I will be just fine. Thank you for today, Logan. I had a good day thanks to you.
All I did was visit you at the hospital. You're my wife.
Still, thank you, but I'm really sorry about all of this. This happened so suddenly.
It's not your fault you got into a car accident. Either way, I'm glad you got off with just a broken leg. I mean, I was surprised when I got the call from the hospital, though.
I didn't think that car would come onto the sidewalk. I panicked.
I don't think the story was that simple. I'm sorry, too.
What are you saying? Did you do anything you need to apologize for?
You got into the accident after your cooking class, right? If I had picked you up from class, you wouldn't have got in the accident.
You said you had work, didn't you? It's not your fault then. Don't worry about it, Logan.
But I've been busy with work recently, and I haven't been prioritizing you as much anymore, right? When I think about that, I just feel really bad.
I told you, that's not your fault. And I'm at fault too. I wasn't paying attention because I was on the sidewalk.
No, that's the driver's fault. You're not at fault for anything, Rachel. That guy is completely to blame here.
The driver as in the one that hit me?
Yeah. It's good that he called the police and an ambulance, but he was giving so many excuses for what happened. He was really pissing me off.
Excuses? He apologized and paid my medical bills, didn't he?
But he was saying things, right? About the car in front of him and all.
Oh, the car in front made a sudden stop, right? It wasn't like the traffic light changed or anything. So he tried to swerve out of the way. I'm unlucky, but look.
This isn't something to laugh about. Rachel, you didn't actually see the car in front, did you?
Yeah, they left once they noticed the accident. I wasn't worried about the other cars in the street. That driver was the only one who saw them, right?
Seems like it. At that point, it just sounded like a lie. He was probably trying to blame the accident on someone else. He hit someone with his car. What is he thinking saying something like that?
Come on, don't say that. He apologized and paid us money properly, didn't he? I don't really care about it anymore. It's fine.
But Rachel, your legs are broken. The doctors are saying you'll be hospitalized for 2 months as well. We can't just forgive him like that.
I'm happy that you're mad for me, Logan. But it's not like he wanted to cause an accident either. He fulfilled his responsibilities after what he did. It's a done deal.
If you say so, but I'm not satisfied. I'm irritated at the guy that caused this to happen, and...
Okay. This conversation is done. Anyways, are you doing okay at home? The chores must be hard to do now that I'm not there, right?
You're too nice, Rachel. I mean, I'm getting by. It's difficult, but I'm working hard on my own.
I see. I'm glad. Oh, if you need any help, just call my mom or something. My parents live close by, so I'm sure they'll help if you need anything.
I'll keep that in mind. Okay then, Rachel, make sure you rest up. I'll come by to see you again.
Okay, thanks. I'll be waiting. Logan! Sorry to bother you. I know you're at work, but do you have time right now?
Don't message me if you know I'm on break right now, so it's fine. What do you need?
The doctors decided my discharge date, so I was going to tell you... Was I being a bother?
I'm not saying you're a bother, but it's just trouble when you text me during work.
I'm sorry about that. But You haven't been visiting me at the hospital recently. That's why I didn't know when I could tell you. Did I do something wrong?
I'm just busy at work. Anyway, when are you getting discharged? What day?
They said they'll let me out next Sunday. Do you think you can pick me up?
Oh, I can't. I have a meeting with a client that day. Can you ask your mom to pick you up?
On Sunday? Isn't that your day off?
I still have to entertain clients even when I'm off. You know that.
You're right, sorry. But I wanted you to pick me up if possible.
You're getting discharged either way, so it shouldn't matter who comes, right?
Well, yep. Do you remember the conversation we had about the guy that hit me? How he said the car in front of him stopped suddenly?
Oh, that excuse? I remember. What about it?
The guy came to visit me at the hospital a little after that. So I asked him about it because I was curious. He said the car in front of him brake checked him, and that another car was tailgating him from behind, so he was scared.
Oh? But what about it? Is this conversation connected to the one we're having now?
Well, no, I was just thinking about how it's scary. My mom's not that used to driving either. Wouldn't it be scary if someone was tailgating you? That's why I wanted you to pick me up.
I told you earlier, I can't. If you're so worried, you should just call a taxi. That'll be fine, right?
I guess. Sorry for acting weird about this. I think I'll ask my mom to pick me up about this.
Please do that. Is that all you wanted to talk about? I'm tired, so I wanted to take a nap during my break.
Yeah, I'm fine now. Good luck at work. Logan, I'm out of the hospital now. I have something I wanted to ask you. Is that okay?
Already? That was fast. What is it?
There was a stranger at our house when I got home. What's going on?
Oh, that. I'm going to get a divorce from you, so I moved. I have your belongings at my new place, so I'll send them to your parents' house or something.
What about the house? Did you end the lease?
Yep. Listen, the divorce is final, so you better not try to fight it.
Really? Thank you. What about the divorce papers? I'll sign them immediately.
What? Why are you acting so happy?
Thankfully, my head is okay. You're the one that said you wanted the divorce, right? Then who cares about how I act? It's easier for you if I don't complain or go against the divorce, right?
Well, yeah, but I was wondering why you're so happy about it. I thought you wouldn't want to go through with it.
Well, you saved me a lot of trouble. I thought it was going to take a bit more time. That's why I'm very glad.
What? Were you planning on divorcing me too?
I was planning to a little while after I get discharged. This happened earlier than I thought it would. But the results are the same either way, so it's fine.
What are you saying? Are you being a sore loser? You're acting tough because I brought up a divorce, aren't you?
Not exactly.
Then why would you want a divorce? Tell me the reason.
A reason? Like, because you're cheating on me?
What? Why would I cheat?
You haven't visited me in the hospital recently, and you weren't even attentive when I messaged you. I thought you'd probably be cheating. So I did some investigating.
Oh, so you knew. Well, then there's no need to hide it anymore. At the very least, I'll pay you the compensation fees for infidelity.
Thank you so much for that. What are you going to do after you get a divorce from me?
Unlike you, I'm not going to be alone. I'm going to live with my new girlfriend. You can just be sad about it.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't care about your life anymore. I hope you can be happy.
You don't need to tell me twice. Anyway, I'll sign the divorce papers and send them to your parents' house. Make sure you put your signature on that too. You have no complaints about that, right?
Nope, it's fine. I want to talk about the compensation fees another time. So make sure you keep your schedule open.
What? That's such a hassle.
Come on, it'll be quick. If we don't decide on this, we can't finalize our divorce. We need to talk about splitting assets too.
Okay, fine. I'll come see you sometime soon. Make sure you submit the papers once we figure everything out.
Got it. Logan, I submitted the divorce papers earlier. I'm going to proceed with charging you the compensation fees as we discussed before.
That's fine. But I wasn't expecting all that.
What are you talking about?
I mean, you're a nice girl, Rachel. I thought you were going to ignore the cheating and say you don't want the divorce. I guess you do what you need to do when it needs to be done.
Obvious cheating.
What do you mean it wasn't just cheating?
I mean, you're about to be sued. Isn't it best to divorce someone who cheated and is about to be sued?
Sued? What are you talking about? Are you the one that's going to sue me? There's no way you can do that.
No, I'm not the one that's going to do that.
Then who?
The person that hit me in the accident.
What? What are you even saying? Why am I going to be sued by him?
The car that caused the accident that day. You were the one driving that car, weren't you?
What? What are you saying? I don't understand what you're saying. You didn't even see the car in front of you, right? Think before you talk.
Yeah, I didn't see the car. But the person who was sitting next to you that day told me. The person you were cheating on me with.
What? What are you saying?
She came to my hospital room crying and apologized, you know? She said she was scared of you and couldn't say anything. She told me all about the cheating too.
Come on, stop lying. How would she even know where your hospital room was?
She said she looked through your phone. You knew you caused that accident, didn't you? But you stayed quiet because you claimed you had no part in this. The girl you cheated on me with, Lisa, right? She told you to stay at the scene of the accident, but you decided to run away, right?
Run away? Come on, stop making me sound so horrible. I had nothing to do with that accident. Of course, I didn't know you were there either.
The car that you were driving that day, it was your company car, wasn't it?
What if it was?
I confirmed with Lisa and found car. It records with audio too. I'm sure we'll be able to find out what happened once we check that video.
Find out what?
The conversation where Lisa was trying to make you stop the car, and where you tried to shut her up and do otherwise. Right now, Lisa has the video recording with her and is meeting the man who hit me in the accident. If you go into trial, she said she'll testify against you.
What? What the hell are you guys doing? Why would she be on your side?
She apologized many times for the accident and the cheating. She must feel very guilty about the whole thing. I mean, you're both guilty at this point. But Lisa's a much better person than you'll ever be.
Wait, hold on a minute. It's not like my car actually hit you or the other car. There's no point in doing all this.
The video of the other car, shouldn't it? When you think about that, it's better to do something than nothing at all.
You've got to be kidding me. It was my company car. If my work finds out about this, I'll get fired.
It's your fault for cheating during your work hours. Lisa's aware of what'll happen too, but she said that she'll take responsibility for her actions. You really should look up to her.
Don't put me on the same level as a dumb girl like her. There's no way I'm gonna lose my job over something as stupid as this. Do something about it.
Look, there's nothing I can do about this. I'm not the one that's going to sue you or is collecting evidence against you.
Why are you being so selfish? You're the one who started this whole thing, weren't you?
All I did was let Lisa and the other man meet. After that, they're the ones who decided what they wanted to do.
That's just an excuse.
Either way, I'm the victim in this entire thing. The offenders are going to take responsibility, so I, as the victim, am innocent. So as the offender, make sure you take responsibility for your actions, okay? The cheating and the accident are both entirely your fault. After our divorce papers were finalized, Logan and I divorced. Logan was sued immediately after our divorce. Lisa was present during the court case and fought against Logan. The evidence from Lisa, who was in the passenger seat, the video recording, the brake checking that Logan did, was enough evidence to prove him guilty of the accident. As a result, he was forced to pay compensation for damages in addition to compensation for infidelity. Logan's workplace found out about this incident and fired him from his job. Lisa was also fired after her infidelity was discovered. To be honest, I don't think Logan was entirely at fault for both the cheating and the accident. The person that hit me with his car is at fault too, as well as Lisa, who allowed the affair to happen. But Logan, who tried to hide what happened and wouldn't admit to any of his mistakes, is definitely the one who's most at fault. If Lisa hadn't told me the truth, Logan wouldn't have been responsible for anything, even if he was the one who was most guilty. For that, I appreciate Lisa.